Now we have to discuss current division principle. Current division principle. Statement. So we will write the statement later. After getting the proof, we will write the statement. Okay. So first proof. So current division principle means what? Current can be split in the circuit. So a parallel circuit acts as current divider circuit, right? A parallel circuit acts as current divider circuit as the current division takes place in all branches. See, for example, here I am considering a circuit like this. This is one branch, this is another branch. Here I am considering only two branch circuit, maybe the circuit like this. Okay. This is Rn, okay. Number of resistors are connected in parallel. This is R2, this is R1. Only here I am considering only two branch circuit. So this is the voltage plus minus, and this is the current I, and the current can be split. Up to this the current is I, right? The current can be split here, here. This is what? I1, this is I2. Again the current is what? I1 here, this is I2 here, again this is I, the current is I. So whatever maybe the current is entering, the same amount of current should be leaving from the circuit. KCL satisfied. So a parallel circuit acts as current divider circuit as the current division takes place in all branches. Okay. Here I am considering only two branch circuit. You will write the statement after getting the proof, right. So from this, what is this? The total voltage V across any branch, V is equals to I1 R1, which is equals to I2 R2, right. So from the circuit, V supply voltage which is equals to I1 R1, across this nothing but V, across this also it is nothing but V, which is equals to I2 R2, I2 R2. Then we have supply voltage, we have source current, but we don't, between these two branches what is the equivalent resistance? That is means the circuit is nothing but what? V this is R equivalent, only we have two branches, this is the current, right. The circuit can be modified like this, R equivalent. Therefore, R equivalent is what? Here I am considering only two branches which are connected in parallel. So R1 is connected in parallel with R2. Therefore, R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. That is, since 1 by R equivalent is equals to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. From this we can get this R equivalent, R1 R2 by R1 plus R2, right. So therefore the total voltage equals nothing but I into R equivalent from the circuit. This is the equation for the circuit, right. Next, here I am considering this. Consider V is equals to I1 R1. V is equals to I1 R1. So from this V equals to what? I into R equivalent. I into R equivalent, which is equals to I1 into R1. So from this we have to calculate the branch current I1. I1 we have to calculate, I2 we have to calculate. I1, I2 we have to calculate. So from this I1 is what? I into R equivalent by R1. So I1 equals to what? I into, what is the value of R equivalent? R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. by R1, which is equals to R1 R2 by R1 plus R2, right. So, R1 gets cancelled. From this, I1 is equals to I into R2 by R1 plus R2. This is the value of branch current. This is the value of current through the branch R1. So, like that, consider V is equals to I2 R2, right. The total supply voltage should be equals to I1 R1, which is equals to I2 R2. Now, here I am considering I2 R2. So, which is equals to I into R equivalent, which is equals to I2 into R2. From this, I2 is what? I into R equivalent by R2. Therefore, I2 is equals to I into, what is the value of R equivalent? R1 R2 by R1 plus R2 by R2. R2 gets cancelled. Therefore, I2 is equals to total current into R1 by R1 plus R2. This is the second branch current. I1 is through R1, I2 is through R2. So, from this 2, I1 equals to what? I into R2 by R1 plus R2. So, in order to calculate this I1, how we can get this I1? We have to consider opposite branch resistance, the ratio of opposite branch resistance by total resistance, which is multiplied by total current. So, in order to calculate particular branch current, we should consider ratio of opposite branch resistance by total resistance. The whole combination is multiplied by total current in the circuit. So, that is what see I1 equals to what? To calculate I1, ratio of R2 opposite branch resistance by total resistance R1 plus R2, R2 by R1 plus R2 into I. So, like this I2 is what? Consider opposite branch resistance, that is R1. See I into R1 by total resistance R1 plus R2, which is multiplied by total current I. Then what is the statement of this current division principle? In any parallel circuit, the current in any branch can be calculated by considering ratio of opposite branch resistance to the total resistance, which is multiplied by total current in the circuit. In any parallel circuit, the current through any branch can be calculated by taking ratio of opposite branch resistance to total resistance, by taking ratio of opposite branch resistance to total resistance which is multiplied by total current, which is multiplied by total current. That is it. This is the statement of current division principle. That is, in any parallel circuit, the current through any branch can be calculated by taking ratio of opposite branch resistance to the total resistance, which is multiplied by total current. That is it. Now, we have to discuss some problems based on current division principle. So, this is the circuit. Here the current is what? 15 amps. At this node, the current can be split into two, I1 and I2. Again, the current can be add here. So, I1 plus I2 equals to I. The same amount of current can be split into what? I3 and I4 here. Again, the current is I. So, this is what? 15 amps, right? This is also 15 amps. Now, we have to calculate this I1, I2, I3 and I4. So, we all know this. I1 equals to what? In order to calculate this I1, consider ratio of this opposite branch resistance by total resistance, which is multiplied by total current. So, total current into opposite branch resistance, that is 7 by total resistance 15, right, which is equals to what? 15 into 7 by 15, which is equals to 7 amps. So, I1 is 7. Like this, I2 is what? I2 opposite branch resistance, I into 8 by total resistance, sorry, 15, which is equals to 15 into 8 by 15, which is equals to 8 amps. So, I1, I2 7 amps, 8 amps. This is what? I1 is what? 7, I2 is what? 8 amps. Again 7 plus 8 equals 15, which is equals to what? 15. Next, I3. So, total current into, to calculate I3, consider opposite branch resistance, that is 2 by total resistance 3 plus 2, 5, which is equals to 15 into 2 by 5, that is 3, which is equals to 6 amps, right. I3 equals to what? 6. Next, I4, I into, I4 is nothing but opposite branch resistance 3 by 5, which is equals to 15 into 3 by 5, 3, which is equals to what? 9 amps. I4 equals to 9. So, this is what? I3 equals to 6, this is 9, 6, 9, 6 plus 9, 15, satisfied, KCL satisfied. So, I3 is 6, I4 is 9, I1 is 7, I2 is 8 amps. So, like this you have to calculate. So, next, in electrical circuit shown below, calculate current between A and B, means we have to calculate the current through 3 ohm branch. We have to calculate the current through 3 ohm branch, that is the current between A and B, which is equals to current through 3 ohm branch, right. Current between the terminals A and B is nothing but current through 3 ohm branch, which is equals to total current into opposite branch resistance by total resistance 2 plus 3, which is equals to total current is what? 5 into 2 by 5, which is equals to 2 amps, that is current through 3 ohm branch is nothing but 2 amps. Next problem is, in the circuit shown in figure, find the power loss through RL. So, we have to calculate the power loss through RL. So, means we have to calculate the current through this branch first, that is the current is nothing but, for example, IL, say, means the power loss through RL is P RL, which is equals to what? IL square into RL, right. So, first we have to calculate the current through this branch. RL is given 10 ohms, that is it. So, from this 2 amps source, 10 amps, 5 ohms, 2 ohms. So, we can modify this circuit. Here we have this is the value of 2 amps, this is what? 10 amps, no. So, we can write here it is 10 amps, here it is 2 amps, no. This is downwards, this is upwards. The most dominant source is nothing but 10 amps, because it is having more value. Therefore, the equivalent source is like this. This is what? 10 minus 2, which is equals to 8 amps. So, we will discuss this simple tips and tricks after the discussion of KVL. Okay? We have to consider voltage sources, and we have to consider current sources, and we have to write some beautiful tips and tricks. Just okay. Next, this is 8 amps. Now, here 5 ohm branch and 2 ohm branches are connected in parallel. No? This is 5, this is 2, this is 5 ohm, this is 2 ohm. Therefore, the equivalent branch is what? R is equals to what? 5 and 2 are connected in parallel. Therefore, 5 into 2 by 5 plus 2, which is equals to 10 by 7 ohms. Therefore, the circuit becomes, therefore, the circuit becomes, this is 8 amps from this, this is 8, this is what, 10 by 7, this is RL given as 10 ohm, right. Now, we have to calculate the current through this branch RL. We all know that IL should be calculated, which is equals to total current in the circuit into opposite branch resistance by total resistance, that is it. Total current into opposite branch resistance 10 by 7 by total resistance 10 by 7 plus 10, right, which is equals to IL is equals to total current is what, 8 into 10 by 7 plus 10 by 80. So, which is equals to 1 amp. So, IL equals to what, 1 amp. This is what, 1 ampere. Therefore, power loss through what, RL. Power loss through RL, which is equals to IL square into RL. What is the value of IL? That is 1 into RL is 10, which is equals to 10 watts of power loss through RL. So, like this we have to calculate.